We have risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling Show, episode 512. I'm your man behind the microphone, Scholar Jeff. Joining us this week, the OG Undisputed Scholar himself and your Scholars of Wrestling World Champion. He is Scholar Tarek. Scholar Tarek, how's life treating you, sir?
Life is treating me very well, thank you, fool. It is I, your reigning, now defending, undisputed scholars of wrestling, heavyweight champion of the world, ready to defend the title at AEW All In, the WrestleMania for All Elite Wrestling, and I am super excited for that. And we got, NXT Great American Bash and Evolution. Evolution is a mystery.
Indeed, we
I'm
do.
trying to I'm trying to think of something feminine to keep that lyric going, but I can't think of any right now. But I'm doing magnificent, working on my way to so you guys can be able to see me other than my old school picture that I just realized I really should update because that thing is over 10 years old now. Jesus.
Hey, loaded with
Still
history. What
good,
can I
sir.
say? Also,
Uh,
also joining us this week is the one and only another undisputed scholar in his own right. He is, of course, Scholar Brian. Scholar Brian, how are you feeling tonight, sir?
I am feeling fantastic. There is way too much wrestling this weekend, and I am jacked up to watch every bit of it. And also, come back for something I held for the majority of the time for the last 2 years or so. Maybe it makes a comeback onto my shoulder. Who knows? And damn it, Pete, calm down with your beef case, would you?
But
and
before we get to that,
by your shoulder, I mean like I hold it above while you were talking.
Yes. Yes,
also
we
joining
all
us
know
this
we're in
week,
two very different places right now.
technology is amazing. Also joining us this week, he is the coach and longtime friend and also fellow scholar of the show. He is the one and only Scholar Jeremy. Scholar Jay, how are you feeling tonight? It's great to have you back.
Doing good. I'm going to keep the octaves low. But ladies and gentlemen, the coach is back. I got a title shot. I'm ready. We got Okada versus Omega coming up at All In. Let's go. AEW and Tour W pay-per-views who no one cares about. Let's go tonight, baby. Let's go.
Not that we're biased in any manner whatsoever. Do not let the hype fool you. Wink. But of course, last but not least, it would not be the modern era of the Scholars of Wrestling show without, last but certainly not least, you know him, you love him. He is your Scholar in the Bank briefcase holder and the AEW Collision World Champion, TM. Dot dot dot. He is the one and only Scholar Pete. Scholar Pete, how are we feeling tonight? Say those pretty little words that I'm waiting to hear.
As I live and breathe. Good evening, gentlemen.
He said the thing. He said it.
Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome, Scholar Jeremy. Nice to see you. It's nice that you now equal Scholar Jimmy slash Charlie in appearances on this show since I've been. So let's see if you can break that streak. It's a very big wrestling weekend, boys. It's a lot of predictions on the line, a lot of great matches. AEW's WrestleMania. We got the Evolution 2, which is of course the all female of PLE second time in 7 years. So
Let's be
big
back.
stuff there. And again, Great American Bash, Saturday Night Main Event. If you're a wrestling fan, you know where you're going to be this weekend. And I can't wait to talk to it all with you boys. And of course, cash in on one of you fine gentlemen, perhaps.
We all
Yes,
know
I'll
who you
indeed.
talk.
want to do it on.
Yes, indeed. There is a lot of wrestling to look forward to. The kind of wrestling schedule that you need to plan your entire weekend around. But before we get started into the three shows that we're going to be predicting tonight, AEW Great American Bash, AEW or NXT Great American Bash, AEW All In, and WWE Evolution in that order. I will say one thing to Scholar Tarek. I must declare this publicly. The other show that's going to be happening this weekend, Saturday night's main event, I'm going to declare it now. I'm going to call a cash in for a Money in the Bank cash in for that night.
Ooh, there you go. Now we're
So
talking.
I'm declaring that for Saturday night's main event, that cash in will happen. I just need to verbalize it now before we get really in the weeds here, just to make sure I did. So
And you
you've heard it.
and you took, and because you announced it, no one else can take Saturday night's main event.
All right.
Great.
Calculator
Screw me over
risk.
again. Love the scholars, guys. Screw me over one more time. Love you guys.
And since
Appreciate it.
we're not predicting said show, which match are you predicting to cash in on?
All right now.
Oh, it's not gonna be the match itself. I'm predicting one after the match. I'm
He's just
predicting,
predicting.
Are you
He's
saying
predicting.
Goldberg's winning and getting cashed in on?
yes. Yes, I do. I'm taking that calculated risk. I gotta do it somehow. I think there's a chance it's going to happen then, but
You are
we'll
lucky
see.
you cannot see my face right now, fool, because shame on you.
I'm not saying you have to
Let the
like
boy
it.
dream.
I don't like it,
Let my
but I
delusional
think there
tag team
is a
partner dream.
chance.
That's all right. I wasn't gonna predict that cash in anyway. I've got a much simpler one and one that's pretty obviously going to happen at some point in the very
Well,
near future, but it's not here, so you can go ahead and have that.
indeed I will, and history will see who is correct. But speaking of history, time is flowing and we got a lot of wrestling to predict. So with all that nonsense out of the way, let's just dive right into it. Starting with our first show, we've got NXT Great American Bash. And that means the first match I've got to predict is opening up with Javon Evans versus Jasper Troy. Now, Tark, as the current reigning and later on defending champion, you have the right of first pick or refusal. So Tarek, which way are you going on this one?
I'm going to go ahead and refuse this one and let the next go in line.
All right. The next in line. So that means the first pick goes to Brian. Who do you have between Javon Evans and Jasper Troy?
Look, I I like Javon Evans. I like Javon Evans a lot. But Jasper Troy's way to get into the company was going toe to toe with Obafemi. All right. So as much as I enjoy Javon Evans, to me it doesn't make sense for him to win here. I'm going Jasper Troy.
I am also going to go with Jasper Troy. I'm not too familiar with his game, but this is very clear that they're setting this whole thing up to be an engine to strap a rocket to his back. And I ain't mad about it. I'm going to go with Jasper Troy. Pete, you're the next one on the line. So who do you got between Javon Evans and Jasper Troy?
Jasper Troy, all the way. Like you said, you're looking at a future star in NXT right here, and this is going to be a nice match, and it's going to deliver. It's going to be I think this will be a nice tone setter for the event.
All right. Jaybird, it's your pick up next. Who you got between Javon Evans and Jasper Troy?
I'm going the opposite. I'm going to go Javon. Let's go. Build him. He's getting his ass whooped multiple times. Push him up. Let's go.
Interesting. All right.
He deserves it. He does. He's not the best, but still he's doing a workhorse status. So give him his push. You got someone coming in, making my spot. Let the established star win for once.
All right. Interesting picks all around. And now bring us back to Tarek. Which way you going between Javon Evans and Jasper Troy?
I'm going to go with Jasper Troy. I got no reason other than I got no reason that is new to what other people have said. But yeah, Jasper Troy. This is a make it match.
All right. Very good. All right, that'll bring us to the next match on the card, which is Ethan Page defending the NXT North American Championship against Ricky Saints in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And I'm just going to come right out and say it. I think this is going to Ricky Saints. I feel like the time is right. Give him the belt. Let the push begin. He's more than earned it, and Ethan Page will make him look great in the process. Pete, next pick is yours. Who you got between Ethan Page and Ricky Saints?
I'm going to go Ricky Saints as well, but I do think we're going to see a Cody Rhodes sighting here. I think you're going to see a nice little WWE superstar, and I think Cody Rhodes is going to help his boy Ricky. And I think they could play with it with a couple angles with where they're going, I think, with Cody. And I think this is a nice way to do it. But I think Ricky does take the title here.
Interesting. All right, Jay, it's back to you. Who do you got between Ricky Saints and Ethan Page?
It's going to be Ricky Saints because Ethan Page has been posting for week in, week out on his Instagram, Twitter, whatever, as the North American champion. Ricky Saints is going to take that belt back. You get a little Rochambeau coming, and then we get a new champ. Let's go.
Boom. All right, Tarek, back to you. Which way you going?
This is actually one match that I'm like, not really in the air about, but just more like I'm happy with either guy winning because I just think this is a great North American feud, uh, and just the history that they have just uh, before coming into NXT. I'm going to go with Ricky Saints to win. I wouldn't be surprised if Ethan Page wins, but I'm going to go with Ricky Saints.
And Brian, it's back to you. Do we have an accord, sir?
I'm in the same boat as Tarek. We do have an accord. It's gonna be Ricky Saints, but if it were to go the other way, I wouldn't be upset about it. But if you're gonna give it to Ricky Saints, let him have an actual North American title run this time. Don't do what you did the last time. What did he have it for? Like a month, maybe, before
Not
Ethan
even.
Page took it
Not
back.
long. I actually almost forgot about it.
Yeah, so it's like let him actually have a run if you're gonna let him if you're gonna put the title on him. I think I would have had more of a doubt going in if they hadn't had Ricky Saints get the match the way that they did. You have to run this gauntlet in order to get a match with me. And normally when you do that, when you make the person do that and they succeed, they end up winning the match. So that's my thought process on the whole thing.
All right. We got our first consensus of the weekend, but possibly not the last. That'll bring us to our next match. We've got
Hey,
for the
gimme.
We've got for the NXT Women's North American Championship, we've got Sol Ruka defending her title against Izzy Dame. Pete, yes, it's your pick up first. Which way you going between Sol Ruka and Izzy Dame?
Izzy Dane.
You're going for Izzy?
That's all I need to say.
Really?
All right.
Okay.
Jay, it's your pick up next. Who do you got?
One quick thing, Pete. I'm used to me going before the last person. This is throwing me off, but I. Oh, you had to curveball me, bro. You had to curveball me. I gotta go with Soul. I gotta go with my girl. Izzy deserves it, but still, Soul's gonna take that belt. Retain. Let's go. So,
Alrighty, interesting.
little Soul Snatcher. Let's go.
Gotta love it. Tarek, it's back
Oh,
to
dude, you
you.
curveballed me, motherfucker.
Tarek, it's back to you. Who you got between Sol Ruka and Izzy Dame?
I'm going to go with Sol Ruka to retain.
My boy,
All
let's go.
right. Brian, it's your turn up next. Which way you going?
Ruka. Come on. I don't know how Pete was just like, is he dead? That's it. But it's like, look, to me, this was pretty easy. I'm pretty certain. Is it like her first or second title defense?
It may
Second.
be something in maybe
Yeah.
around their third.
As far as I
If
know,
it's
it's her
her
second, so second
yeah,
shot.
it's too
So
soon.
we'll see.
It's too soon. And Soruka is one of the best performers that you have in NXT in the women's division. You don't give her a short title reign.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We'll
also
see.
go with Sol Ruka here, just because I'm a big fan of Sol Ruka, and I think she's got a massive upside. Just and that's it. I'm sure Izzy Dame will get her shot in the spotlight. I just don't think it's going to be right now.
That's why I'm
You were
Beefcase
gonna say?
champion.
Sorry.
That's why I'm
There you
holder of the
go.
briefcase.
There you go.
Because I'm a smart guy, and you guys will see that in NXT, Great American Bash.
But now, speaking of smart guys, it's going to be going to our next match on the card, which is a women's tag team match. We've got the team of Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe versus Fatal Influence. Jay, appropriately enough, it's your pick up first. Which way you going?
One more time. What's the match? Sorry, I don't really watch WWE. So,
It's Jordan Grace and Mariah May versus Fatal Influence. As like I said, appropriate enough that
Yeah.
a TNA woman and a former AEW woman are in a tag match against Fatal Influence, which I believe is going to be Fallon Henley and JC Jane.
You are
I
correct.
do not believe
if
this
what?
should be that difficult.
Okay. Is the women's title defended later tonight, or is that am I mixing up with the TNA pay-per-view?
It's being there's something happening at Evolution with
Oh, okay.
members
Yeah, it
of
was.
this match.
All right. Okay. So, Fatal Attraction.
All right, Fatal Influence it is. Tarek, it's your pick up next. Which way you going?
Hmm. I'm gonna go with Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe because this is her. I'm trying to recall. This is her first actual in ring.
I
No,
think it
it's
Match.
not
actually
her first in-ring
one of them
match. It's
anyway.
her first pay-per-view match.
Okay, so with that, yeah, I think they're gonna give it to Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe.
All right, Brian, it's your pick up next. Which way you going?
I am also going to go with Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe, basically because it's Blake Monroe's first pay-per-view match. You're going to be setting up a story between Grace and Monroe, but it's going to be the start of the story of the two of them, and I believe that they're going to win, and that also is going to influence a pick later on when we get to Evolution, because based on storyline terms, it'll make sense when it gets there. But Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe.
I am also going to go with Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe just for simple pacing reasons and nothing else. Pete, it's your pick up next. Which way you going?
Well, put me down the same. I'll do Jordan Grace and Blake, and for pacing reasons, and plus, this is leading to Evolution 100%. That's all that needs to say. This is going to be a sprinkle into what's going to happen later on in the evening.
Agreed.
And
And
hint, nudge, nudge to Scholar Jeremy.
for the final match on NXT Great American Bash, we've got Oba Femi versus Yoshiki Inamura. Tarek, it's your pick up next. Which way you going?
I'm gonna go with Oba Femi to successfully retain.
All right. Brian, which way are you going?
Oba Femi, because duh.
I'm picking
Simple.
Oba Femi because Oba Femi.
Let's just
Because
put it
Oba
down.
Femi
Just
was
just
third.
put it down.
Yeah.
He's retaining. There's no way this guy who's not under contract. No, win. Done.
All
Jay.
right. And Jay, do we have an accord, sir?
Because WWE's boring as hell. Oba, let's go.
All right.
I thought Scott or Jeremy was going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to go with the opposite. Why
F
not?
no. F
Here's a
no.
20-minute lore dump on Yoshiki Inamura, but no, didn't think so. All right. Moving
Calm
on
down.
to moving on to the place where the title is defended and the big arguably or inarguably the biggest show of the weekend. We're looking at AEW All In.
It
Woo.
is the biggest show of the weekend. It's
Who am I kidding?
not even a debate.
Hmm. So that will bring us to Brian. It's your pick up next for the first match we've got listed on the card as of right now. We've got a triple threat tag team match for the AEW tag titles. We've got the Hurt Syndicate defending their tag titles against Jet Speed and the Patriarchy. Brian, which way are you going first?
I feel a pretty safe bet that the Hurt Syndicate are going to retain. Um, I don't feel like they should lose it in a triple threat. I think that the whole point should be getting a tag team over by beating them personally. And I think the only way that they lose in this match is if they don't get pinned, which I will not enjoy and will call bullshit. So I've got the Hurt Syndicate winning the triple threat match and retaining. Especially also because the Jet Speed stole the titles on Shelton Benjamin's birthday. That's horseshit.
Yeah,
So
I'm also going to go with the Hurt Syndicate. It's one of their bigger acts going right now, and I just don't see a title change happening right here. Pete, which way you going?
Oh, it's quite easy, and I'm going to talk to you, scholars, just as my little 30 seconds as saying that I think this is going to be a very predictable event. I think we might differ on one or two matches, but I think the 8 matches that are listed, I think will be pretty on the nose. And we're going to start off with one on the nose, which, of course, the Hurt Syndicate is winning. There's no doubt in my mind. Scholar Jeremy, where are you at? The AEW fan that you are.
After that bull crap that came up on Wednesday, I'm sorry, the Hurricane Syndicate is going to come in and go Roman style. Come in, wreck house, leave, and they're going to walk away with the AEW World Tag Team titles. If the Patriarchy wins, you got to work a little harder, but still, Hurt Syndicate. Let's go. Let's go. They're going to come in and they're going to hurt people and they're going to wreck people. Let's go.
And Tarek, do we have an accord happening here?
we do have an accord. I am also going to pick the Hurt Syndicate to retain. Like Jeremy says, they hurt people. They hurt
They
people.
hurt people.
And they on the go home show they had it set up where now they're the underdogs with I mean, what was it, 3 concertos to Bobby Lashley's leg. So
Oh,
like they're
he's going
going
to
in with the
destroy everyone.
crutch.
He's
It's gonna make the match is gonna be longer than most of their past tag team defenses, but it's not gonna change. It's just the match is gonna be a little longer than normal, but the result will be the same. Hurt Syndicate to successfully retain the tag team championship.
All right. That'll bring us to our next match in the card for the TNT Championship. We've got Adam Cole defending against Kyle Fletcher. I admit this one, it's making me think, but I'm going to play the safe route and I'm just going to go Adam Cole to retain. That being said, I feel like there's a strong
Mm.
possibility Kyle Fletcher could actually take it this time.
And
His
I,
stock is higher than ever, but I'm just not totally convinced. Pete, which way you going?
I am convinced. I think this is the time for Kyle Fletcher to win. I love me some Adam Cole, baby, but I think it is time to give it to Fletcher. I mean, let me tell you, I can't wait for Scholar Jeremy because he definitely pipes up with energy for the AEW discussion. So that's my prediction.
All right. With that, Jay, which way you going on this one?
tough because on my screen, Jeff is to my left, who basically he went Adam Cole. Pete is on my right, which goes Kyle Fletcher. Oh, past versus future. The big factor you have to consider is the Don Callis family going to walk away with a lot of gold? Also depends on Friday if Takeshita wins the Ring of Honor title. All right, screw it. I'm going with Adam Cole retain. Sorry, Pete. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh, I can't see it because I'm thinking Takeshi's going to lose the title because he's going to New Japan for the G1. It's not going to be a big Don Callis like night. I just cannot see it.
Okay.
Plus, what's coming in the future.
all
I got
right.
some stuff. This
Maybe
is
the Undisputed Scholars will agree with me.
Let's find
we'll
out.
see.
Tarek, which way you going between Adam Cole and Kyle Fletcher?
I think that Kyle Fletcher is going to win the TNT Championship.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah, you know what? I will not cash in on you, Scholar
Interesting.
Tarek, that's for sure.
Unless you actually get the chance to actually get the title, and then we'll see how it
Like
all goes.
I'll believe that when I see it, sir. I'll believe that
Yeah,
when
I
I see it.
could let the record show I could have cashed in on Scholar Tarek once already.
Oh, you
He
could
is
have,
not
but
the
you
one I'm
already
cashing in on.
We all know
exactly.
who it
We'll
is.
see if you hold up to that.
Well, be that as it may, we've got a tie here and we need someone to break it. Brian, it's up to you. Which way you going?
Even though we all know who Scholar Pete wants to cash in on, we are of like mind in this particular instance. Kyle Fletcher's too hot right now. He's had a year where I think strike while the iron is hot, and he's Adam Cole has been on a good run. I think it's time to lift him up to higher to bigger things than the TNT title, and I think that I think I think that if Takeshita doesn't win the ROH title, you can start some shit in the Don Callis family if one of them does win a title. So I've got Takeshita losing the ROH title match, and I've got Kyle Fletcher winning the TNT title, and you can start inner workings of some Don Callis family bullshit, which is interesting to me. So Kyle Fletcher is a more interesting winner to me than Adam Cole, and that's why I'm going with it.
All right. Next match we on the card, we've got Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay going up against the Young Bucks. If what's the stipulation? If the Young Bucks
They
lose,
lo
then they're not VPs
They're not
anymore. If
EVPs anymore.
EVPs.
Swerve, and if the Young Bucks win, Swerve and Will
Oh,
Ospreay can't challenge for the AEW title for a year.
all right, with that, Pete, it's your
and
first
of
pick for
course it's
this
mine.
match.
You know,
Don't
Which
let
way
me
you
down,
going?
Pete. Don't let me down. Come on, baby.
I have a prediction here that's a little wild, boys, and I hope you understand. But the obvious favorite is Osprey and Swerve, but that is not the pick I will be going with tonight. My pick will be the Young Bucks for the simple fact is they are going to build Will Osprey up for the year since he cannot physically go for the title for the year. You can have him and Swerve have a nice little thing, and wouldn't you know when the year ends, where can he win it? Back in his hometown of London and make a big spectacle of him winning the title. That gives uh that gives to be determined world champion enough time with the title, and I think it gives it where Osprey can have a year where he's battling and having a similar thing to a Hangman Adam Page, and that is why I think the Bucks will win to just build for future story. Sorry, I'm very passionate about this match, and I feel like it's the one we'll differ the most on. Truly.
Interesting. All right, Jay, it's your pick up next. Which way you going between Swerve and Osprey versus the Young Bucks?
Can you hear me? Check, check, mic
Yes,
check.
yes. Let us know what
Pete, I
you
love
think.
you. Pete, I love you. You're one of my best friends. But you do not set up Osprey on the pay-per-view in London for Vindor with Osprey not winning the title. It's not gonna happen, dude. I'm sorry. We're gonna go Osprey and Swerve crushing the Young Bucks And then Osprey's going to go on. He's not going to win the title at Forbidden Door, but he's going to be in an event against so-and-so down the line. I'm sorry. You don't put the poster child on the pay-per-view and have him lose beforehand. It does not happen. Sorry, dude. I love you, but no. We're going to have the Founding Fathers lose. Bucks are losing. They're hot. They're ready to go. They destroyed the friggin' limousine. They're going to win in a dominating fashion. Shut the little bitches up. They're going to go back and go the guitar solo, and they're finally get their heads out of their asses and become the elite one more time. Not going to happen, dude.
Hey,
Let's
hey,
go.
Coach, tell me how
Swerve
you really
Os-
feel.
I
I'm
must
sorry.
say,
The Founding
like,
Fathers are
I could
trash.
definitely hear
It's
the
boring as
passion.
fuck. It's boring as
It's
fuck.
undeniable with him for AEW. You can tell between him and WWE, you can tell what
You go
the
with what the
coaches.
fans want versus what the friggin' what's worth money. You have the EVPs lose. You do not deny two people. You do not pull the Cody. Okay, Pete, I'm calling this on you. You do not pull a Cody scenario twice in AEW's history. Oh, I lose and I can't ever challenge for the title. Us lose to your biggest stars. Friggin' Swerve and Osprey do not challenge for the title within a year. That's bad business. Does not happen. Okay? We're gonna have them win. They're gonna and Osprey's gonna challenge the title at Forbidden Door. Boom. There it is. More than 30
High,
seconds. Sorry.
high drama already. Tarek, which way you going?
Sorry, Pete. Sorry. Can't do it to you, man.
uh, that's just funny. But there we go.
There we
I'm
go.
here.
There he is.
I have arrived.
In living
Your
color.
Scholars of Wrestling Heavyweight Champion of the World. Now that I'm a video again, I am the champ. I am putting my title on the line. Jeremy, Brian, good luck. All right, now let's actually really get this going. Now that I'm here. All right. This is actually one of the hard matches that for me to predict, because I like if I'm looking at this from a storyline perspective, where do I actually see them go? Like what more could AEW get with the winner and losers? I mean, it's it's not that hard to see Osprey and Swerve lose. It isn't. Like, because they can have enough people to give the AEW World Champion. Uh, they have plenty of superstars for them to keep Osprey and Swerve away. Then I look at the side. I'm like, what happens if the Young Bucks lose their EVP status? I don't see much happening other than just conquering the villains. And the part of me that's really leaning towards it is to get that big WrestleMania happy, like season happy ending type of feel. So
Join me.
this match really can go both ways, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick the good guys to win. I'll go with Swerve and Osprey.
Yes.
All right.
Screw you, Pete. Screw you, dude.
I'm not as enthusiastic as he is, but
Nobody
I
is
think-
as enthusiastic as Jay is right now. But Scholar Brian,
Oh,
which
wait,
way you
wait,
going?
wait till later in this event. But go ahead, Scott Brian. Sorry.
You know
Brian, what you
what?
got?
Just because Jeremy got so ornery just at the thought, I'm picking the Young Bucks.
Let's go.
Because
Jeff's
here's
the
the fact.
tiebreaker.
Okay.
Let's go.
Because
Jeff's
here's
the
the
tiebreaker.
actual fact.
Oh.
Because here's the actual facts and not the hangry facts that we're coming.
Okay.
I
Well,
think there's more story to tell. I think there's more story to tell in a Swerve and Will Ospreay loss.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What happens if the Young Bucks lose their EVP status? Nothing. Nothing at all. Do they? They're not going to. They're not going to automatically become the elite They're not going to change their character because they're not EVPs anymore. They're not going to automatically go back to the elite. And you know what? I didn't even think about this. We haven't seen Jack Perry in a little bit, have we?
No, we don't believe we have. We really
So
have.
I am going to go with Jack Perry making a return on the big show and helping the Young Bucks beat Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland, because I don't think that every huge babyface should win on this show. I think there should be some adversity. And look, Swerve Strickland came out of Dynamite looking really fucking strong. And he's the only one that came out of that looking really strong. The Death Riders didn't really get taken down. Their limo got crushed, and then they came out and Swerve beat the crap out of them single-handedly outside. So look, as much as Swerve and Osprey in London, okay, whatever. It's not as big a deal as you're making it. And I think it's a better story to tell, trying to figure out who's going to face the champion that we all know it's going to be in the long run for the next year. Young Bucks, I'm fucking doing it.
Let's go, Brian. Let's go, Brian.
All
Jeff,
right.
join us.
I was hoping to be just like something contrary and just to mix things up, but now I'm going into a split room here.
What
And
say you?
I am going to say Osprey and Swerve for one reason and one reason only, just because I think there is one factor that could be gained from here. Something
Preach,
that
Jeff, preach.
I believe that there's a factor to this whole thing that I'm convinced that Tony Khan may be wisening up to, and that is the removal of the Young Bucks as EVPs. I feel like that whole big
Yes!
power trip has
My
run
boy,
its
there you
course.
go.
It's run its course. It's no longer novel. AEW needs to take things to the next level. And besides, as long as the Young Bucks are actually making roughly the same amount of money they did before, I don't think they're really going to give a damn. So
Jeff, I
I'm
love you.
going.
Jeff, I love you. Go ahead.
Now, I realize that there's a good chance this may not come to pass, but I'm going to follow that train of logic. I'm going to cast my lot with Will Ospreay and Swerve.
Would you
Jeff,
say
my
that's
boy.
more of your
Let's
heart or
fucking
your
go, Jeff.
mind?
Let's go. Shut him down. Shut him the fuck up.
This is actually a combination of both. If there wasn't that, if the Young Bucks didn't have an image problem with them being in the MVP with the EVP seat, then I'd say, okay, I'd probably just be going for more emotion than anything else. But I think there is genuinely something to be gained from the Bucks losing their EVP status. Again, is it the most likely of scenarios? Maybe, maybe not. Time will tell. But there is a case to be made either way, and I gotta go my way somehow, so I'm going with that one.
Can I counter off of that real quick? Hold on.
No. Anyway, going on. I'm just kidding. Go on, real quick. Let's go.
No, if the Bucks lose, then literally they can spend a year trying to get the EVP status back.
Also, another possibility. Again,
fall
a lot
from
about
grace,
this.
work it up.
A lot about this seems really kind of unprecedented for the most part. So I'm not shocked that the room is split right now. I'm really not. Well, again, we'll see on Saturday.
I kind of want to see the real reason I pick it is because I want to see if they can do better after handcuffing themselves than they did with the Cody Rhodes thing. I want to see if they can. I want to see if they can do better with that kind of thing. Obviously, they can do better because it was only a year instead of forever. That was stupid to begin with. But I want to see them put themselves in that hole and try to dig themselves out.
I hear you. But now, for the time being, now we got one of the more interesting picks on the card. We've got the men's casino gauntlet match. There's a whole lot of possibilities for this one. Very few names have been confirmed for sure to be in this thing. But Scholar or Jeremy, it's your pick up first. Who you picking?
Why do I always get the freaking Casino Royale Battle Royale matches? I'm gonna go with Mark Briscoe. Screw it. Let's go for it.
All right. Yeah, this one's
Pick
has no
one
chance
and
but be
let him go
tricky.
in.
This, yeah, again, you're rolling the dice no matter who you pick. Tarek, which way you going?
It's actually funny. I'm more looking forward to seeing how many people actually come out of this match than who actually wins it. Because I was looking at both the men and women's. I'm like, the women's will probably be at most 25 minutes at least, and the men's will probably be like double that, close to probably closer to 50. And I'm just like, what's the in between time for each one? A minute or
30
two
seconds to a
minutes?
minute. It's very fast, so depending on how they run it.
Okay, so I feel like it's just a complete like waste to be like, oh yeah, it's pick the simplest answer. I'll go with MJF.
Okay. All right, Brian, it's your pick up next. Who you picking for the men's casino gauntlet match?
Yeah, I mean, this stipulation afterwards, Christian won this one last year, and we know what he did with it. But it's like, imagine this person has that contract. It, th- Look, all right, this was made. This stipulation and the after effects. This was made for MJF. Is Imagine MJF with that contract for a title match at any time. This was made for that dude. Now, really, it's between him. It's between him and Mark Briscoe because of everything building up and everything that happened on Wednesday. Uh, I would love to go with my heart and say Mark Briscoe, but I don't think a contract for a title match would work right now for him. I think knowing what we know and how this was done the last time, I think it's perfect for MJF.
Interesting. Yeah, for me, I had to sort of think about this one. I just again, it's their biggest show of the year. These things always have twists and turns in them. Unpredictability abounds. So I just started thinking, okay, who has a shot at this? Well, I started thinking, yeah, it's in Texas. It's the middle of the July. It's the middle of July. It's the middle of summer. It's all hot. But then I remembered the world is cold, so you better bundle up. I'm gonna go with Eddie Kingston. Much to Tarek's delight, I'm sure. Pete, who you going with?
Not that. Definitely, definitely not that. I'm afraid that that prediction has made everybody just disappointed in you, Scholar Jeff. Because the reality of
You
the
rather I picked
situation
El
is
Dandy?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
my prediction is with the undisputed scholars. It is MJF. Yeah, even though I know that's not his thing. But I just wanted to say yeah.
Well, all right then. Those are locked in, and I'm sure nothing bad will happen there. But anyway, moving on, we've got now the women's casino gauntlet match. Tarek, it's your pickup first. What do you got?
this one's harder than the men's one. Uh, uh, it's the worst thing of like not really knowing who. Let's see, Megan Bain is number two. Who's number one again?
Chris
Statlander.
Statlander.
Chris Statlander. That's right.
They announced a bunch more people for the women's than the men's.
And I did not see that list because I haven't the slightest idea. Um, All right, let's see. Let's see. God damn, that's a long. This is a hard one.
Well, just think every female in the company
That's the thing. I have.
That isn't Mercedes Monet or Tony Storm.
Oh, we'll get to Mercedes Monet.
Yeah.
We certainly will, won't we? Uh, fuck. I don't want to pick just someone who's in the top two. Uh, it sucks. Um, Screw it. I guess I got no one. I'll just pick Megan Bain. Just because I can't think of anyone else.
All right. Brian, it's your pick up next. Which way are you going?
For me, based on who I have winning the women's title match, it really comes down to either Willow Nightingale or Athena. And as much as I would love to say Willow Nightingale, she got the pin in the six women tag match that just happened on Collision. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say fuck it and throw wolves to the wind. I'm going to say Athena wins the wins the women's gauntlet.
I think we got something interesting going here because I'm going to go with neither of these people. I'm going to go with Eddie Kingston for the win. Not really. That was a joke. Do not quote me on that.
Put
If
it
I'm
down on the
gonna-
record.
Fool. Put it down on the scorecard right now.
No. You cannot make me. I just like trolling you people. But I'm not going to troll here. I'm just going to I too am going to throw caution to the wind. I'm going to follow my gut on this one, and I'm going to go with Thekla to win. I feel like again, huge upside for this. She doesn't have to win it, but I'm predicting really big things for Thekla over the next year, so I'm going to go with her. Scholar Pete, it's your pick up
I
next.
would only argue that she's starting that feud with Queen Aminata since Jamie Hayter's now hurt. So I feel like that would just cross her out, but that was just my frame of mind and thinking. But hey, it's your prediction.
Hey, there's going to be a lot of unpredictability of a match like this, and that's why I love it. Pete, what's your pick?
So let's just say, gentlemen, that I changed my pick because of Brian, because I too were going to agree with Brian and say
Because if
Athena.
I win, he's gonna cash in on me. That's the only reason why.
But I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to go with Cora Jade. Since we're just going fucking crazy, let's go crazy. Cora Jade debuts at All In and wins. Thank you, gentlemen. I'll see you with my title.
You're going Elena Black then.
If that is her AEW name,
That's her
sure.
name. That
Yeah,
okay.
I'm with that.
Cool.
Okay, so we legitimately
I
have
raised out
four.
for no reason. Okay.
We legitimately have four all different picks for this one.
I literally
Jeremy?
was going to go with Brian. I was agreeing with you, but at the end, I was like, "Fuck, let's throw caution to the wind. Jeremy, let's round this baby out. What crazy are you doing?
Are you just getting all completely different names?
He's
We
gonna
are,
go with
'cause-
Willow.
Shut up, Brian. Love you, Jeff. Screw you, Brian. Screw you, Tark. Love you, Pete. I'm going Stat. Let's go. She deserves it. She's a top female. Let's go, Statlander. Win that belt. Let's go.
Who knew this would be the most anticipated Scholars match of the night?
Hey, this is gonna be this is gonna be a really exciting one. I'm really looking forward to it even more now. I dig it. All right, now we've got next match in the card, quite possibly contender for match of the night. We've got Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, going against Kenny Omega, the Best Bout Machine, for the new unified title. Brian, it's your pick up first for this one. Which way you going? It begins. The hard predictions begin.
It's not hard. It's not hard
Kenny
at all.
Omega.
All right, that's one for Omega. Uh,
No, that was Brian. That was not Tark.
did I say Tark? I mean Brian. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, Brian going for Kenny Omega. Oh boy. Oh boy. This one's hard. But I'm doing a coin flip in my mind right now. I'm gonna go with Omega, just because. Pete, which way you going?
So just like their last match in 2018, Omega will be getting his hand raised again.
All right, that's three for Omega so far. Jay, looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this one.
1 second, Pete. Shut the fuck up. You watch a Omega match in 2018. Shut the fuck up, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut your mouth, dude. I'm telling you, the way they built this rivalry, everything's going on. The unified title is not going to be okay. They're unifying both belts. That's the main belt, but they're going to keep the international and the continental title separate. So, comes down to it. Everything built off. It's going to be Kenny Omega. Let's go. Right there.
Oh.
Right there. Sorry.
Back in
All right.
If you
2018,
think,
what a great
if you,
match.
I'm sorry. If you think he's going to win, wrong. Sorry. Not going to happen.
And with that,
No.
Tarek, do we have an accord going?
Do we have an accord? I'm going to be predicting. Omega.
Yep.
Kenny.
Drum roll, please.
It's like,
Dude, if you
how
said
long-
O'Connor, I
it's
would have
like,
hit you. I would have hit you, dude.
How
would've
long would
been
I
like,
keep
dude.
that O going? Oh.
Oh boy.
Give me my match.
All right. Now for the penultimate match on the card, we've got for the AEW Women's Championship, we've got Toni Storm defending against Mercedes Moné. It's my pick up first, and I kind of wish it wasn't because this one's probably one of the harder ones for me to call. This could go anyway. As much as it pains for me to say it, I'm going to go with Mercedes Moné. I feel like some craziness is going to happen. And yeah, she's going to be the belt collector and be like the top heel in the division for at least the next couple months until someone manages to take her down and start taking those damn titles away. With that, Pete, I'm now deferring it to you. The floor is yours.
So you're asking me what my thoughts on this match
Hold on one
is.
sec. Jeff, you pick Monet?
Yeah, I picked Mercedes for the win.
Sorry.
Reluctantly, but I picked her.
You boys have been saying it wrong this whole time. You all know what the name is.
Dad,
You're talking about Mercedes Moné versus Toni Storm. Now, gentlemen, where do I stand since I'm just such a fan of Moné and her multiple belts? It's been shown. Of course, like and subscribe to the video so you can see all that. But at the end of the day, the woman has not lost. And you need somebody to give her that loss. And Toni Storm is that girl, that woman, that fucking to get Mercedes Moné off her fucking high horse. It's not for the TBS championship, so she can have all the fucking belts she has. She takes a loss finally AEW, and it's by Toni Storm, who's the strongest female wrestler on that division. So Mercedes Moné, Toni can win the first one. Moné can win the second. This is not the last time these two will go at it, but the first time it has to go to Toni because I swear to God, if I hear Mercedes Moné, I will lose my shit, boys. Jeremy, where do you stand on this?
We're going in with a split decision so far. Jay, give us something.
All right, let me paint a picture for you. So, Mercedes Moné wins. Okay, she's the best wrestler. You hate everyone. It's good for money. Pete Anderson, Toni fucking Storm. Let's go. The money train shuts down in Texas. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. This is me telling you now. She's not the best wrestler. She's boring as fuck. Shut the fuck up with Mercedes Moné.
Brother,
Don't care.
where have you
Don't
been?
care what comes down to it. Shut about Mercedes. You're not going to win a title. You're going to be a TBS champion, and you're going to be a step above the best. Shut your mouth. I'm sorry. Girl, you got your stuff. You do everything. You're boring as fuck. You're fucking boring. I'm sorry. You're boring. Tony Storm for the win. Fuck you.
Coming next on the playlist, more episodes of
Sorry,
Miss
but
Rachel and Bluey.
This has been since her debut. Shut up. I'm bored.
Yeah, that's right. You can put this
You
episode
can
right
say
next to your.
Hold on, before next minute goes. The more I'm hated, the more I win. Shut up, girl. Tony Khan has the last verdict. You're going down. It's over. Fuck you. Boring.
And now
This
we're
is not
that's
Triple
how
H
we.
booking.
This
This
is how we
Vince
get.
booking. Let's go.
How do you follow that?
Okay.
How do you follow that?
You follow that with,
I'll
like I
tell you.
said, you follow that with episodes of Miss Rachel and Blue's Clues. It's all thematically
You follow
appropriate.
with Mercedes Moné. Fuck you both. Let's go. Come on. Come on, boys.
Give us something.
Come on,
What do you
boys. Let's
got?
go.
I'm scared to.
You're the champ.
Tarek,
Be
you're
a big
scared.
balls champion. Let's go.
Do you want me to go first and take the rage off you? Because it's gonna be
No,
fun.
no. I'm not gonna share. I'm sorry, but just she's boring. But go ahead. So I'll shut up.
Man after my own heart.
It is your turn, Tarek.
No, you're good. Go ahead. Speak your mind.
I'm going with Mercedes Moné to win the AEW Women's Championship. Oh, because we're just getting that belt collector and she's gonna collect all those motherfucking titles.
Hey, we don't have to
Brian.
like it to think it's going to happen that way. But Brian, I can't help but notice that we've got a split room here. Break the tie, Brian. Which way you going?
If you know me as well as you think you know me,
Edge.
you know that in most cases, when rage is presented to me, I like to flame. I like to inflame the fire. So, in the interest of that, and the fact I was going to do it anyway, Mercedes Moné win the women's title. You should have known that was coming from the moment that my pick was made for the women's battle royal. Casino Gauntlet, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Because they all got beat. My two picks all got beat by Mercedes Moné. You could fall asleep all you want. It's gonna happen. You're gonna be bored. You're gonna be yelling at your TV, and Pete's gonna freak the fuck out, and I'm gonna enjoy every minute of it because Mercedes Moné for the AEW Women's title.
God, what a
And that is
bloodbath
how
for this
you
event.
do it. And that brings us to our final match at All In. That is Jon Moxley defending against Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Championship in a Texas death match. Just the way I like it. It's going to be great. It's totally up my alley. But now I think there's only one eventual result here. I think this is going to be the Avengers Assemble moment for AEW. And all the madness is going to result in Hangman finally defeating Jon Moxley and bringing back the AEW World Championship. So I'm going to go with Hangman. Pete, which way you going?
Oh, that's interesting. Because who thinks Hangman's gonna win? I mean, nobody thinks that at all. I think it's clear that Hangman wins. I think the what is going to happen though at the end, I feel, is there is going to be that Avengers moment, but the Outriders are going to topple, and the deciding factor is going to be a returning Darby Allin to finally settle the score with Moxley and get Adam to have the win. So Adam, Hangman Page for the win.
Jay, bring us home. What you got?
We shift the order. Let the two undisputed scholars talk, then I can talk. Can
With
we
their
do this?
permission, we
Shift them.
You know what? Sure.
all right, Tarek.
All right,
Let us have
boyos,
it.
let's go. Let's go.
Nothing bad happened the last time we did this. Go ahead, Tarek.
No.
Oh, yeah,
We're
but the
just
difference
throwing
is
paint at
that
the wall.
this one's it's like this one's not going to work in my favor. There's no manipulation here to fuck, what match are we on?
Moxley
Hangman
versus
and Mox.
Hangman.
Moxley versus Hangman. Texas
The
Death.
main event, sir.
Texas Death.
I'm sorry, there's just so much chaos. I lost track of where we were. Okay. I was just like, what? Okay. I've been saying this for a very long time on this show multiple times. And ever since the Owen Hart tournament, I made it perfectly clear whoever was winning this tournament is going to win the AEW World Championship from Jon Moxley. Whether it was, and I even said it when it was first, that my top two contenders were Hangman Adam Page and Will Ospreay. And it came to that in the main event, and I even said it on that prediction show the couple months ago. Whoever's winning this is going to be the world champion. We're not going to wait for Darby to come back. They're going to pivot this storyline, and this is such a great chapter closure moment for Adam Page's character for the last couple of years. It just makes absolute sense for Adam Page to win the world title. Finally get it out of that briefcase. Finally put an end to the Death Riders storyline that's basically been essentially AEW's bloodline for the past couple of years now, or at least just under 2 years. So this is one of those situations where it's not a WrestleMania 39 moment. This is a WrestleMania 40 moment. We are at that point where Moxley's title reign has to come to an end this weekend. And we need to get that perfect closing moment to close out the seasonal year that AEW has been on. Basically getting their momentum back ever since, what was it, 2022 when CM Punk left, and that whole debacle that basically knocked them down several pegs of relevance. And for those couple of years, we've seen this company build back up to the point where they are now building on the momentum, and they're the ones that's getting that real hot streak. That I won't say it's WrestleMania 40 levels, but when it comes to AEW, this is their WrestleMania 40. And the only way for it to really go to be a full-on successful AEW is really back on that good graces is if Hangman Adam Page wins this Texas tornado death match. I don't know why I had trouble saying that. Each word. Texas tornado.
Texas Death.
Texas tornado. Texas death. Now I'm making this into a multi-man match. Well, who are we kidding? It's a Texas death match. It's going to be a multi-man match because there's just going to be so much shenanigans in this match. And I'm looking forward to every second of it.
And speaking of shenanigans, Brian, which way you going?
I know I said earlier that I like to fan the flames of rage whenever this is not one of those moments. Okay. This is, as Tarek said, okay, we can't. This works better to the Cody metaphor than Jaybird's analogy earlier. You cannot do Cody at WrestleMania 39 here. You cannot. You will lose all the momentum that you have gained from the first 6 months of this year. You have had basically perfect television building up towards this. And it actually is fitting because after the CM Punk debacle and Hangman was basically nothing. Okay, Moxley was the guy who built him back up to be that face of the company. And guess what they finished off that match run with? The third match was a Texas death match. So here we are again. And not only is this going to be a multi-man match, I think what finally does it, I think we get a Bryan Danielson return. Not for wrestling or whatever, but this is where he comes back and is the death blow.
The Taker moment.
To Moxley. It's basically gonna be WrestleMania 40 all over again. You're gonna be doing this. The Death Riders are gonna come out. The Young Bucks are gonna come out. You're gonna have the Ops. You're gonna have the Young Bucks. It's gonna be all that, and in the midst of it all, Bryan Danielson is gonna come back with the running knee, and Jon Moxley is gonna flounder around right into a what's it called, the lariat.
Buckshot.
He's gonna flounder around now. He's gonna take the running knee. He's gonna get up. He's gonna do his zombie walk thing, and Hangman Page is gonna buckshot lariat him into oblivion, and Hangman Page wins the title in Texas, main event, feel good moment. You talked about your big show feel good moments. Okay, that's how you end this pay-per-view. Hangman Page must beat Jon Moxley. Has to happen.
And with that, Jay, say your piece.
Is he about to get weird?
No.
Things are already
No.
weird. Moving on.
Okay.
The Ultimo Dragon comes back.
No, Brian is not going to be. It's not going to be Ben and Bryanson. It's not going to happen.
I feel that's my fantasy booking. Everything else.
You
that
call
I
fantasy
said
books
is
on
gonna
my
happen.
crap, dude. Don't starve me. It's going to be Darby Allin. It's going to be Eddie Kingston. And it's going to be Jon Moxley hanging from a chain. So you look at Dynamite, you look at wrestling. When Swerve beat Hangman, he had the chain back around his neck. Hangman had it this week on Dynamite. Moxley is going to lose. He's going to get hung on that rope. And Moxley is going to lose that title. Because the Death Riders are still shit. They're boring as shit. And we're going to get our new title, which Hangman deserves. All the crap he had to go through. Wins the title, loses to Punk because Punk's a new shiny thing. Hangman. Let's go. Hangman's win that title. Don't care.
I don't know why you had to switch to do that, but okay.
I had to because you're pulling bull crap, dude. You're freaking dog crap in that.
All right. Now, I guess, now that I've completely lost track of our order, we've got one show left to predict. So let's bring it home, boys. We've got Evolution, WWE Evolution. And the first match on the card is Becky Lynch defending the Women's Intercontinental title in a triple threat match against both Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Who went first last round? Me. Pete, is it you?
I'll kick this one off. Sure, why the fuck not? I love this.
We're all growing off the rails today. Pete, who do you got?
I
So
just
we're back
choose
to not
the
caring.
I choose the man Becky Lynch to retain.
All right, that's one for Becky. Jay, which way you going?
Not that Curie. Screw it all. Get the belt back.
All right, that's not one for Lyra. Tarek, how about you?
I'll go with Becky Lynch. Successful retention. She just won the thing. I don't think she's going to lose it right away.
All
She's
right,
not Jay
Brian,
Uso.
how about you? Which way you going?
Becky Lynch.
That's one more for Becky. I'll
It's
go
like,
with Becky
why not?
because I'm a big stone cold coward. So yeah,
We're
next
just doing it
match.
for points now. There's no title on the line, so we're just bah.
Honestly, I don't really feel like I've got a good beat on that match anyway. So at this point, I'm just going whatever. So that's my logic.
That's
Next
the
match
logic
we've
for
got.
evolution in general.
No, please. Well, though I think there's gonna be next week. There's gonna be a heck of a rant about that. But be that as it may, next match is a no holds barred match between Jade Cargill and Naomi. Jay, it's your first pickup for this one. Which way you going?
He left.
He heard Jay Cargill and he bailed right away. He was just
He's
like,
like, no,
nope,
All
no.
right,
nah,
all
nah.
right. We're being silly today. Tarek, you're next in line. Which way you going?
I don't. I'm gonna go with Jade Cargill because Naomi's gonna is just now in that position that most Money in the Bank holders get. Oh, they have the briefcase, so they're just going to just keep losing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Brian, next in line. Which way you going?
Yeah, no holds barred. Jade Cargill has a bone to pick with Naomi and hasn't really had the beat down drag out match with her yet. Jade Cargill wins this one, and that'll set up for when I decide to do what Jeff did earlier in the show.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with Jade Cargill here. It's some some matches are more obvious than others. Pete, which way you going?
I would love to say Naomi here because I feel like it would have been like a cool idea for actually a Money in the Bank holder not to lose every goddamn time. But they ain't stopping the train of Jade Cargill. Her for the win.
All
Jay, what do
right.
you say?
Jade Cargill versus Naomi is the match we're on currently.
Jade Cargill. Easy
Perfect.
scenario.
All right, and
Sorry.
we have an accord. I, I thought you just like bolted just because like
You
oh we're
heard Jade
WWE,
No.
Cargill's
forget
name
about it.
and
Sorry,
was like, nope.
I had to step on me. I apologize. Sorry about that.
It's
No,
all
no
good. It's
problem.
all as long as we know
No
it's
problem.
it's
No,
legit. It's all good.
we played it off that you heard Jade Cargill's name and bounced.
Anyway, but sorry.
Anyway, moving on to bigger and brighter things. Next match is Tiffany Stratton defending the WWE Women's Championship against Trish Stratus. Tarek, your official pickup first. Which way you going?
The inner horny child in me would always pick Trish Stratus, but that's not the case tonight. I'm gonna go with Tiffany Stratton to successfully retain in a match that was just thrown together. What was it, last week?
Yeah, literally just last week.
Yeah, it was just
Really.
like, I'm Tiffany. Hey Trish, you want a title match? Yeah, okay. Okay.
Brian,
Storytelling.
Brian, where do you see this epic storytelling going?
Drama.
Tiffany Stratton, get it out.
That's what she said.
TS the new. I don't know.
All right. Tarek, all I'm gonna say is I agree with you 100% on all counts. I'm also going with Tiffany Stratton, and despite myself and my inner horny child. Pete, which way you going?
Trish Stratus is not winning this match.
I
Tiffany
see what
Stratton
you did
is
there.
because my worry about this match at the end of the day is Trish Stratus hasn't had a match in a couple of years like consistently, and Tiffany Stratton's still progressing. So how good is this women's title match really going to be?
Good question. Jeremy, what do you think?
It's going to be Tiffin Stratton. No question that. So let's go.
And there we go. And with that, that'll bring us to our next match in the card. Again, another women's battle royal. Lots of interesting things. But this is going to be a battle royal for a title shot at Clash in Paris. So with that, Brian, it's your first pick. Who you got winning this one?
Stephanie Vicker.
I have to admit, I was not expecting that, but I was also going to go with Stephanie Vicker just because I wasn't quite sure what I wasn't I was really convinced that Nikki
There,
Bella was a red herring here. But yeah, as soon as I saw that Stephanie Vicker was entered, then I'm like, you know what? Kind of got a shot here,
there
so
were
I'm gonna
there
go
were
with her.
no other names on that list that even interested me for a title shot, and it was either her or Julia, and Stephanie Vicker will win that every time. That's it.
Pete,
We have
next
a
pick is
triple threat.
yours.
We have a triple threat, sir. I also go with
No,
Stephanie.
Stephanie Vicker. All right, Jeremy, which way you going?
You get a four-way. Stephanie Vacar.
A four-way with Stephanie Vicker. I didn't know we flew that way. Tark, do we have a five-way with Stephanie Vicker going?
We are. It was a toss between her and Nikki Bella, and I refused to just pick Nikki Bella to win. That's honestly hurt me in the past, but I don't care. I don't want to choose Nikki Bella to win.
More than fair enough.
That is definitely a heart thing. Hopefully, it's
Absolutely.
a good heart thing.
And speaking of a good heart thing, next match in the card is a fatal four-way for the women's tag titles. We've got the Judgment Day team of Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Sol Ruka and Zarya versus the newly reformed Kabuki Warriors. This one, why
It's
did I have
tough.
to get this one? Uh, I've got a weird feeling that this could be the full-on homecoming of the Kabuki Warriors. I almost went with Sol Ruka and Zarya, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go with Kabuki Warriors because I'm a
Mm.
coward and I can see it happening. Pete, which way you going?
See, I don't see the Kabuki Warriors. I see them turning Asuka heel shortly, and that just won't. And then maybe have a nice thing with a champion who will be determined soon. But and then my thought was maybe Perez and Raquel, and I was like, that could be a cool thing, because of the Judgment Day and everything. But you know what? Until this very moment, I'm going to throw caution at the wind. They've been teasing it up, and I think it could be a fun little thing. I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss to win the titles.
Very interesting. Jay, it's
I see
back
that
over to
face,
you.
Tark.
Which way you going, Jay?
We're gonna go Kabuki Warriors. Let's go. Asuka just came back. Let's go. Her and Kairi Sane. Let's go. Kabuki Warriors getting those belt back one more time.
Tark, it's back over to you. Which way you going?
Warriors. Pete picked Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Caught me by surprise. And Jeff, who did you pick?
I picked the Kabuki Warriors.
Okay. I'm going to go with Judgment Day just because keep the titles on in Judgment Day, apparently.
All right. Brian, it's over to you. Which way you going for the women's tag titles?
I'm going to go with the Judgment Day retaining because pacing.
Fair enough. All right. Penultimate match on the card and for the night, we've got JC Jane defending the NXT Women's Championship against Jordan Grace. Pete, your pick up first. Which way you going?
Grace.
It's one for Jordan Grace. Jay, which way you got?
Two for Jordynne Grace. Let's go.
All right. Tarek, do we have a three-way?
Third time is hopefully a charm. I am going to go with Jordan Grace.
All right. Fatal four-way with Jordynne Grace. Brian, do we have it?
Jordan Grace wins the title. Blake Monroe turns on her in the near future, and that's your next women's title feud.
Kinky.
And with that, we do have an accord. We are
So
all
if we have
going
a
for
five-way?
Jordan. We have a five-way with Jordynne Grace. There we go. But with that, we now have our final match on the card. We've got Io Sky defending the Women's World Heavyweight Championship against Rhea Ripley. Jeremy, it's your final prediction of the evening. What do you got?
Get the worst pick ever. I'm going to Io Sky. Let's go. Sorry,
All right.
Mommy. You're not going to happen tonight. Not going to happen.
It's one for Io. Tarek, which way you going?
I'm going to go with Mommy to win the world title because they've pretty much had Io Sky do nothing ever since winning the title at WrestleMania, only for her to, lose it to the person she beat before with Rhea Ripley.
Enough said. Brian, how about you? Which way you going?
Yeah, I'm going with the I hate to say it, I think this run has run its course, and I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley to win the title.
I'm going to go with Io Sky to retain just for the simple fact that I like to make life difficult for Pete. Pete, break this tie.
It's nothing to break, gentlemen. The fact of the matter is this. Since everybody's had a couple minutes on their matches, this is going to be my match I talk about. Didn't think I would, but here we are. The fact of the matter is here, gentlemen, this is Evolution 2. This is an all-women's pay-per-view. And who is the single biggest star that you can arguably say that is in WWE? It is none other than Mommy. And how are you going to end Evolution 2? By Mommy winning the World Championship from Io Sky, who has done nothing with it. And then you can have it where it's that feel-good moment because it's the women's division, because this was all centered around Liv Morgan, and then she had the injury. So they had to pivot in post, and who could they rely on? Who's been their rock steady horse? It has been Rhea Bloody Ripley, and she is going to be winning the title and ending Evolution 2.
All right. That and
The
with that,
pictures are
we are
taken. It's official. Oh shit.
yes. Those
Not
will
quite.
pop up on the Scholars group chat momentarily. But now we have finally finished all of our predictions for this weekend, which means now is the time of our show where we pitch it back over to you, our fellow fans. Who do you think is going to walk away with a win over this weekend? What do you think is going to be the match of the weekend, or potentially even of the year? No matter what you think, let us know all across the internet, and where we are, we'll be there with you, especially in the YouTube comments, especially in the Facebook posts, especially in the Instagram posts. But most of all, you can join in the conversation with us on Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it these days, because the world is silly, and so are we. Tarek, where can they find you?
You can find me successfully retaining this Scholars of Wrestling Heavyweight Championship and cheering for my man Gunther at the Avataric.
And Brian, where can they reach you?
You can reach me trying to figure out how I am going to imbibe all this wrestling content into my body at Atomic Beanpole.
And Scholar Pete, where can they reach you?
They can reach me, of course, at my handle at Improv Pete. Mr. Scholar Coach Jeremy, pleasure having you on the show this week, buddy. Don't be a
Thank you,
stranger.
boss.
And speaking of Scholar Jeremy, where can they reach you on the old Twitter machines?
You can reach the Hefe Dome champion who's going to show up Nothing on the show, but still, here, 316. See you then.
And you can reach me at I'm Robbie Rage. And for all of these relevant social media links and much, much more, you can check us out in our description box below at our link tree. That's Linktree at. I'm getting tired. I'm not saying the links right. It's Linktree/Scholars of Wrestling. Just click the link in the description below. You'll get there. But anyway, those are our predictions. Predictions are what we do, and hype is what we know. But you already knew that because you know who we are. We are the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
See you all at Great American Bash and Evolution, because that's where we go all in.
Hey.